Hey people, my name is Johan Petersen. I'm from the Archive and Heritage Group. We developed some extensions to access to memory AtoM where you can add functionality to AtoM without changing your base AtoM. So you will still have the stock standard AtoM, but with all the extra functionality. So let me show you feedback, card, and the favorites option. What that means is you have the option to add stuff to your favorites list. So if you work on a collection, you can add it to the favorites and you don't need to then remember where you were. Secondly, you can supply feedback on items or on the whole of AtoM. So let me, I can open the favorites and you'll see there's previous items that was added to the favorites. So if I don't want to see this again, I can just say remove from favorites and it won't be there again. Or you can click on it and it will open that specific item. Secondly, there's feedback. So I can go onto the main screen and I can say the server is not accessible, although it should not happen because the server is not accessible. You cannot get here. So I can say there's an email error. So it's an error. The email does not have a return address. I can say, what's my relationship? I'm a researcher. What is your name? My name is Gary Banfield, with my telephone number and my email address, and I can say submit the feedback. And there's a management module where someone can then action the feedback. So let me go back there. So if I go to manage, you can see there's the option feedback. So I can go into the feedback and say there's a specific error that I just logged. It's not available, the email. So someone can then action it by opening it and working on it and say it's resolved, and I save the changes. So then that one is done. You can see there's the completed ones and the pending ones that still needs to work on. If I click on manage again, I can see the feedback. So I can add more feedback. So this is the manager or the people in charge of feedback. So let me go to a specific item. If I navigate and I say archival description and I open a specific item, you will see there on the left hand side we cater for the whole of the glam industry. So now I have an item. If I scroll down, you'll see there's 4 buttons. The first button is add to favorites. So if this item 25, I can now go to the favorites and you will see there's the item added to the favorites. So then I can just click and I'm back to it. So if you work on a specific item, it's easy to work on. As an administrator, you will see we've done some redactions, which shows there's redactions. But as an administrator, I can see everything. Then there's feedback. In the case that you don't agree with this document or there's other issues, you can actually say, give me feedback on this specific item. Then you'll see that's the item. What feedback do you want to give? Some suggestion or correction. And you can say the title is wrong. This is not AI. And again, the relationship, and I can have my first name again, and I can submit the feedback. And whoever is in charge can go back to feedback later on, and under feedback there is now AI is not working, and you can say I don't agree with you, so let's just complete it. So that is the feedback there. So let me go back to the item. The next button you will see there is request to publish. In AtoM, when the user is not logged in, he by default does not see the main image. If I move to the bottom, you will see there's free copies. It's the thumbnail, it's the reference and the master copy. The moment I log out, generally you only as the public not logged in see this the JPEG, which is a smaller version. You can see that is 49 and that's only 16 and that's only 9. So you will only see the lesser quality object, and if you're and in this case it's just the thumbnail, so it's just a picture of the first page of the PDF. You will not be able to download the PDF. So you can say, I want to request this to be published. Why I want to use this in research. What's your motivation? I am doing a PhD. When do you need it? By Friday. What's your name? And your telephone number and the company you work for. I work for the Archive and Heritage Group. Gary, submit the request. So that request is now gone out for request that you want to see the original as the public. In a lot of cases, the public or whoever requested must pay for the item, and it's not necessarily freely available. So as the approver, I can go back into the system and say browse request to publish, and you will see there's people that requested items. You can recall that this person wanted the specific item. I can open it and say approved or reject the request. The person will then get an email. There is functionality developed to actually add it to a cart. So I can say approve this, and now you will receive an email, not with the image, but just that it is on its way. Most cases we have, it will be manually sent to the recipient. So let's go back to the specific item, and you can also say add this to a cart. So if you want to add this one, so let me just go to my favorites. I want to go to Beautiful in Beaufort West. I can say add, oh, it's already in the cart. I can say the gallery. I can add it to a cart. Oh, there's no, yeah, there it is. So I add it to the cart. So then once I'm done, I can go to the cart, and there's all the items I requested. There's the item 25, there's the gallery item, there's item 20, and I can actually request it, and it will send the master copy through to you if approved, using a payment method. Let me go back. So that is the functionality that you see generally. Let me just go back to my favorites. And then if I look at the loan item, sorry, if I go to the gallery, you saw another picture, so that one is a new loan. So you can actually then do a full loan item and print out a loan contract. But this will be dealt with in the next module. Thank you.